Hey guys, I've been playing a lot of Delta Force as of recent. Um, I wanted to talk, like, give my 2 cents about the game. Honestly, personally, I really like it. I think it's probably pretty close to 2042, if not better. There's a lot of stuff that I like that 2042 does not have about in this game. And yeah, I really like the weapon customization. They have an extraction game mode. There's multiple different game modes inside of game modes. There's a lot of Battlefield game modes. There was a TDM style kind of game mode for a little bit. It wasn't TDM. It was still capture the point, but it was tinier and smaller. I liked that a lot. I wish that was permanent. But it turns out it wasn't permanent, so that was a thing. There are some weird graphical things. You probably are seeing me show them now. Um, there's some weird stuff, like the water looks all pixelated sometimes. Yeah, that's a thing. Um, but overall, most of the game I don't have a complaint about. The biggest complaint I have, where the hell is the destruction? I mean, it's there. You know, it's a lot more prevalent than it is in Battlefield 2042, but I want more of it. You know, I want like Battlefield 4 levels of destruction. That's what I want. I want a modern Battlefield 4, you know? But we don't have that. We're never going to get that. Let's be honest. The closest thing we're going to get, and it's pretty good, is the, well, shoot, I forgot what game that was called. Oh yeah, the finals. Sorry. The finals. Yeah, that game is amazing. I love that game. Delta Force is a lot closer to Battlefield than the finals, and so it has a lot more stuff going for it. Another thing I like, I'm just gonna get the pros out of the way. Another thing I like is the characters. They are not completely and utterly positive all the time, like they're in a Star Wars sequel. Like the new Star Wars movies, not Star Wars sequels. The new Star Wars movies, where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna beat the bad guy, yippee, yeah, yahoo!" And in this game, they're a little bit more melodramatic and more like I'm gonna put my foot up your ass kind of stuff, which is fun. It's a lot more fun than having to listen to a guy saying that, well, that was fun, kind of stuff. It's like, what? Another thing I really like is when you're loading in the spawn screen. If you pay attention, you can actually hear radio chatter, and as the game progresses, depending on which team you're on, let's say you're on the losing team, right? You'll start hearing people screaming like they've been hit and that they need to fall back. There's no more reinforcements and stuff like that. You can really feel the panic go on, and there's music that, oh my god, that music choice is pretty close to Battlefield 1. Not as good, because Battlefield 1 is king, you know, but it's pretty up there. At the beginning of the match, you get to hear all like the people like roaring like it's Chivalry. If you've ever played Chivalry, you know that everybody's screaming at the start when they're charging in. But you get to have that in Delta Force, and you got the music pumping and all that stuff. And let's talk about some of the negatives. All right, I know I didn't talk about all the positives. We would be here all day if we talked about all of the positives. But let's talk about the key negatives. -1, it's Tencent. Depending on who you are, that's pretty much a nope from you. Like, you're immediately not going to play the game. Apparently, another negative, SBMM is in this game, and not only is it in this game, apparently it's not just on the competitive game mode, which sucks. But hey, what can you do? It's everywhere. Another negative is that the armors are very non-durable and they don't do much in the Tarkov-style game mode, the extraction shooter. Your armor goes from, like, green to just, it's gone in, like, an instant. It's realistic, you know, it's kind of realistic. I don't know. I'm not someone that would know these things. So, I don't like that, personally, I would prefer that the armor doesn't just die instantly after taking like 4 to 5 shots. But that's a thing, and that sucks. You know, that's really frustrating that you go in there with some really expensive, armor, and then you come out with no armor because that armor was pretty much useless. The UI is a tad confusing when it comes to trying to unlock stuff and go through missions and all of their systems. There's a lot of them, so it just makes your head spin sometimes when you're just sitting there clicking through things trying to find a specific thing, but you can't find it because you don't know where you're going. That level of what's going on. But I can set that aside because the gameplay is so good, There is leaning. I'm going to go back into the positives again. There is leaning, which is something that is missing from Battlefield 2042 that all of the rest of the Battlefield games did have, which is strange as shit, but that's a thing that they removed from Battlefield. That was weird. So they added leaning in this game. I really appreciate that. The another thing that I appreciate is all of the really, really well-made abilities. Every character has their own different ability. And yes, Battlefield 2042 had that, but it didn't have it to the degree that this game does. They just went full out, like, if they're going to have abilities, they're not going to be bland as, like, a minigun. That's a stationary minigun that you can place. Or a drone that you can fly around and spot people with. You're going to have, like, this crossbow that has, like, taser arrows with radar arrows, and then there's a guy with a rocket arm that they shoot out rockets out, and then he can boost his ability to run and sprint everywhere. There's another guy that has like a jetpack ability where he just kind of leaps into the air and like kind of does a dash. And these are all relatively balanced. I don't know if I would say they're relatively balanced. There's a pro and a negative when it comes to having these zany, crazy abilities. The pro is that you have really cool things to happen. There's the fireflies that come out and go blah, 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 all over the place. And then there's the radar arrows that can see through smoke. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Now, I like that you can counter the radar arrows by just not moving, which is perfect. That's a great counter. That just means that the people on the other side of the smoke just won't have to move. On the other side, you're not going to be able to move. So if you're in the middle of that little zone, you're going to be lit the hell up. You're going to be stuck there. You're going to be lit up. And either you're going to be lit up standing still, or you're going to be lit up being a beacon. A literal beacon that somebody can just shoot through. But other than that, pretty dang, pretty good stuff. Having that little screwed up ability isn't going to ruin the game entirely for me. But it might entirely ruin it for you. I almost want to say it's slower than 2042 because there's less moving around on really flat plains of land. There's a lot more sitting still and a lot more like campy gameplay, a lot more like pushing into funnels and tunnels. I like that personally. I like that level of like just getting in there and wrecking shit up, but that might not be for everyone. That's why I must preface, this game does have a tunneling issue where you get into tunnels and checkpoints are in tunnels, and you have to and they give a really good defending situation, but they also give a really good attacking situation, which is perfect, great balancing, great, awesome, nice stuff. Problem is that I find that the smokes, not a lot of people use them, granted, thank God, because that would be hell. There's a smoke that you can use that's like an artillery strike smoke that is only, you can get that fairly easy. Not even anything. You could just get that playing 10, maybe 15 minutes into the game. You could just get that. Yeah, it's a little too easy to get. I wouldn't even say 10 to 15. I would say maybe we're 4 or 5. and then those have really big smoke effects, and that could just derail everything if everyone starts using them and nobody knows what's going on. It's just a bad time all around. So I feel like either remove them or make them harder to get. Either than that, that's all of their abilities are pretty fleshed out, and they thought a lot of what they were doing, which is great. That means that they actually give a shit, unlike Battlefield 2042 sometimes. Yeah. The minigun, kinda shit. Not gonna lie, in Battlefield 2042, kinda shit. But I like it because it's fun to use. It's not shit on one specific map, and it's the tunnel vision map, and that's it. It's the only map it's good on, because otherwise you're just a sitting duck waiting to get flanked on the other side. Anyway, I'm going to let Past Me take over and, kind of share some fun stuff that I've did, or just playing the game and engaging in it. Just wrap yourself. You can make your decision over my gameplay. All right? If I had to give this game a rating, I'd say 8 out of 10. It's not the most perfect game, but it is a solid game. So let's let Past Me take over. Right? That's how normal ones work. What?
In the Lounge of Tactical Turmoil, you will find the entrances of all functions and game modes.
Oh my god. Whoa. Okay. Already better than any extraction game I've ever played other than that VR game, because it actually has a lobby.
Keep the following in mind. Shoot, loot, and time to scoop.
Okay. I love that drop-in. That's fun.
Think before you act.
Whoa. Okay. I can't double sprint in this game mode, which is interesting. What'd you guys find in here? Nada. Okay, that's okay. We're just kind of running around, doing our own thing, I guess. I don't know.
Find them.
I hear someone. There's someone here. Enjoy that one. Oh! Denial.
Well, smells like something's burnt.
I knocked him down. I can't shoot him through that glass. It's bulletproof. Okay. I'm panicking. I don't know what to do. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm using my like brain from playing squad and shit. 3, 2, 1, throw. And yes, I do call it out because I am a goober and I cannot speak in my brain. Holy shit! How do I use? Use it, damn it! How do I use it? How do I use it? No! Run! Help!
Hiding.
I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Please. I'll take anything, man. Oh my god. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Oh my god. I got completely blasted. Yeah, this armor is not worth a jack.
Got them pinned down.
Gotcha. I heard him. Alright, let's see. I'll take that tourniquet. I don't trust that.
Protecting. Hostile target located.
I hear his ass. That's you. You guys enjoy that. I'm gonna go around and around. Circles until I find this room, and I'm gonna go in it. Whatever I'm doing here. Sure.
Be cautious. The elevator in Zero Dam is activated. You can extract from there now.
Oh god. Did I make things worse? I hear a big old beeping thing in the background. I think I made things way worse. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
No secrets under my arrow.
Are we gonna die? One's in trouble. One's in trouble. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. This is called going. How do I get down? Climb down, climb down, climb down. That was scary as shit. I got you, man. Oh my god.
Wait for my intel.
Be smart. Search quick.
I'm taking that. Intel document A. Shit!
Watching. Target located.
Huh? No, wait a minute. Where?